We've got a game 6 tonight, Kate, in the NBA. It is the Knicks trying to close out the Celtics, but they're going back home to do so. Knicks are favored by 2.5. Total right now, 211 and the hook. What jumps out to me is you look at the Tatum adjustment. So earlier on in the series, the games in New York, we were looking at Boston -5, Boston -5.5. So now you don't have Tatum. I kind of lean saying that you don't have Porzingis either. Like, that's the part that's like not underreported. It's a story, but we don't know from game to game what you're going to get from him. I think I've just seen enough where I'm expecting a 0. I'm expecting a nothing from Porzingis. So I'm kind of looking at it like not only are you missing Tatum, but you're also missing Porzingis. So from the last game in New York, we're talking about a 7.5 point adjustment. And that's where I'm going. Like, is that too much? And also total wise, the total has gone up. It got down to 207 in the hook, and now we're looking to 11.5. The last 2 games have gone over. So for me with game 6, it's about the side. Is 7.5 too much of an adjustment? And the same thing with the total. Everything on the line here for the Celtics. Is that total too high, bumping up 4 points?
Well, my first bet that I would make, speaking of Porzingis, is to take his under. His points prop is 7.5. Like, that's still a decently sized points prop for someone who might play, a couple minutes of the first quarter, have to take a seat on the bench, and could be done by halftime. So that's first and foremost where I would go with Porzingis unders. And I'm only seeing that at BetMGM right now. Other books don't even have him listed because there's an unknown of how much he'll play tonight. I like the Celtics here. I think the adjustment is quite a bit. But 2.5 for this Boston team. All the pressure is on the Knicks tonight. And if you look at every game in this series so far, the Celtics have gotten off to double-digit leads. Like, Knicks have been down significantly. Boston just hasn't been able to hold on to those leads, and credit to New York for a lot of that. I just think if the Celtics play even remotely close to what we got the other night, they can keep this one in check close enough. I think Derek White probably is another player to target for a big game. His props are going up, especially after all the threes last night, so you're not getting great value there. But to Keith Smith's point earlier on in the show is that he's one of the main beneficiaries of the Tatum shots, of the Tatum possessions, a lot of that stuff without Jason Tatum on the floor. So that's where I go here.
Derek White props 20.5 for the points, and the threes made is at 4.5. Yeah, you know that the volume's going to be there for White.
Yeah.
I'm having some difficulty with the side. I'm looking at the under, just when you're going to have that all-out effort defensively from the Celtics. Now we're at 211.5. I mentioned the adjustment up after the last couple of overs have hit. I would look to the under. As far as the side goes, if you tell me who's going to win this one, I know what I'm doing in game 7. If there is a game 7, it's Celtics, and it's a no-doubter for me. And it's probably going to get bet up. And if there is a 7, if you're thinking Boston, you probably want to play that as early as possible. And if you're thinking New York, you want to wait on that, because I would think, all the chatter, win back-to-back games, going home, it's just going to get bet on that side, probably from maybe the sharps, but definitely from the public as well. Yeah, the side I am torn on for tonight. We're going to see a better Brunson. His number's 29.5. I'm tempted to go there, but yes, that's a very high number. But we're going to see a better version of Brunson at home in a closeout situation. So that concerns me a little bit, where I could see the Knicks winning by 3-4 points at home and ending things. And always, when you have a big injury to a star player, you do get a bump a lot of the times. But is it going to last for a couple of games? And that's something Keith Smith's spot on about. He brought up as well to us. So that concerns me a little bit. Prop-wise, yeah, you're probably right about White. Brown had a big game, nearly a triple-double, just a couple rebounds shy there. That makes sense. But just on the other side of Porzingis, you say under 7.5. Agree. How about Kornet? The block number is 1.5. He had 7 the other night. It's plus money on the over. I know they probably want us to do that. And he's been getting about 1 in the series, but that was by far the most that he's played. Like if he's going to give us another 26 minutes, I would definitely play Kornet props, including that one.
Also, he has to have some confidence after a 7-block game. So he's probably coming into tonight's game thinking, all right, I'm going to do a whole lot of the same. So you're getting plus money on that. We expect Porzingis not to be playing a whole lot, which means Joe Mazzulla, after that performance from Kornet, has to have trust in him to go out and fill a lot of those minutes. So I would not bet the under on Kornet blocks. Now, his points prop, like, is that maybe a little over-exaggerated based on the other night? Even money at 9+ points right now? Over 8.5?
I'm not going to do that. Yeah.
I'm not doing that either. He's not having a repeat performance like all the way around. Like Luke Kornet he's Luke Kornet.